Hello students, welcome to Power Tutorials. So let's continue our paper solution, that is of 30/3/3 set maths class 10. So in the previous videos we have covered section A and B section questions, that is 1 mark and 2 marks questions. So in this video we are going to cover section C questions, which are of 3 marks. Okay, so in this we have total 6 questions and each carries 3 marks, so all 6 along with the optional part we're going to cover now in this video. So whoever watched previous video section A and B, if you haven't watched section B and you want the solution for those, you can check the live section of my YouTube channel. There you will find those 2 videos which are already uploaded along with HD resolution. Okay, so now we are going to cover section C questions one by one, and as I mentioned, as for every students who have completed this set, who has attended the exam, so don't think about what are the previous, whatever might be the solution, it got right or wrong. If it is right, it's well and good. If not, also don't feel bad or something, because our main motto for this time of CBSE board is they have provided you one more attempt which will happen around May. So if you feel that due to some health issue, due to some unwanted circumstances, you are not able to perform well in this exam, then make sure to practice again these questions. Check your compatibility, because the questions will not be direct from inside. They already clearly mentioned that this time the exams will be little competency based. That is little tricky. The concepts will be same, but the question will not be direct. It can be little tricky. So practice again with the solutions which I am providing in this video. At the same time, practice other questions, and if you have any other questions, if you want the solutions for those, you can directly post in the community, that is post section of my YouTube channel, because that I have enabled for all the subscribers. Okay, so let's not wait any more minute and let's start with the solution. So 26th question is the first one of this section. So let's start with one by one. 26th question. So this question is most repeated question for previous year question papers. Also, if you have solved, then definitely this question is there. So what is how to solve this type of question? First we have to contradict, like assume in reverse way, and then prove that our assumption is wrong, then our solution will be fine. Okay, so for the first step, let us assume root 2 is rational. So what is a rational number? It can be written in p by q form with q not equal to 0. So I'll write it 2 root 2 is equal to p by q, where q not equal to 0 and p comma q are coprimes. So what are coprimes? Are the numbers which does not have any common factor between them. Okay, so just now this becomes p is equal to q into root 2, then just do squaring on both sides. So if I do squaring on both sides, what it will become? It becomes p square is equal to 2 into q square. Okay, so now this it is saying that p square is having a factor of 2. If p square is having a factor of 2, then we can conclude p is also having factor as 2. So let's write, or let's take p is equal to 2a, where a belongs to natural numbers. Okay, now I'm just replacing p as 2a. Now this becomes 2a whole square is equal to 2q square. So this you can rewrite as 4a square is equal to 2q square. 2 is 4, so I'm getting q square is equal to 2a square. So here it is saying q square is having factor of 2. Same way, then it also says that q is also having factor of 2, which contradicts our assumption, because I have clearly mentioned here P and Q are coparents, but we are saying P and Q both are having factor of 2, hence our assumption is wrong. Therefore root 2 is irrational. In this type of question you will definitely continue in your next attempt as well. Okay, so make sure to practice this question from real number chapter. This is very important, this question and LCM and HCF. So those have already HCF we got one question, that is for 2 marks question, and this question we got it for 3 marks. So from real number chapter at least you will get one MCQ, one 2 marks and one 3 marks. So weightage will be around 5 to 6 marks weightage. It will be fixed for every side, you will get at least 4 and maximum of 6 marks weightage from this chapter. Okay, let's move to the next one. 27. So here we have A and B options, so whichever you are confident you have to solve that question. So I'm going to solve both. Let's do the first one. Two tangents PA and PB are drawn. Okay, I will see both the questions and I will tell you which is much easier. Okay, so A part is two tangents P and PB are drawn to a circle center at O. From external point prove that angle APB is equal to 2 angle AOB. This is the exact question from NCERT. So if you have solved the NCERT textbook, then definitely you should solve this. Let's see what is B part. In the given figure, PA is the tangent of the circular center O such that OA is 10, AB is 8 and AB perpendicular to OP. Find the length of AB. Okay, so if I am in your position, I will definitely choose A part because A is a proof and which I already know how to prove it faster, so I will go with A. If you are much confident about similar triangles question, then you have to solve this question. Okay, but if you are not confident about similar triangles, don't go with this, go with the A part. Okay, let's solve the A part. So two tangents A and B are drawn to a circle, center at O, external point. So for this we have to first draw a circle. Okay, so mark point P, external point. From this we are having two tangents, PA and PB. We have two tangents, this is A, this is B. Now they are saying center is O, and let's assuming this has a particular center. Okay, center is O, angle APB. So let's mark these lines. Let's mark this line as well. Okay, so angle APB, okay, this angle APB is twice of the angle OAB. Okay, let's write another line here. Okay, so this, if I am writing it as x and this suppose is theta, we have to prove angle APB x we are written as theta. So theta should be equal to 2 times of angle of x. This we have to prove it. So how to prove it, we'll see. So first we know that the angle from the point at the point of contact, the angle subtended by tangent to the circle is always 90 degrees. Okay, this is 90, this is also 90 degrees. Okay, so one more thing, OA in triangle OAB, I know that OA is equal to OB is equal to, okay, I will write it as R, which is radius. So this is R, this is R. If two triangles of an two sides of a triangle are equal, then it is isosceles triangle. So triangle OAB is isosceles. Isosceles means the opposite angles are equal. So here if this is x, then this also is x. Okay, and this angle we don't know. Let's mark it as, suppose ABC already written, I will write it as Q. Okay, so angle Q plus x, sum of all angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. So from here I can see angle theta, which is angle AOB, is equal to 180 minus 2x, mark it as 1. Okay, so hope till here it is fine. Let's see the other part. Consider the quadrilateral which is OABP. In quadrilateral OABP, sum of all angles of a quadrilateral is always 360. So here this theta plus this is 90, this is 90. So theta plus 90 plus OAB plus 90 is equal to 360. So theta plus 90 plus angle AOB plus again 90 is equal to 360. Sum of all angles of a quadrilateral is always 360. So from here you can write theta plus 180 plus angle AOB is equal to 360. So angle AOB, I already know what is angle AOB. How can I write? Using 1, it is 180 minus 2x. Okay, so theta plus 180 plus 180 minus 2x is equal to 360. Here I will write from 1. Okay, so 180 plus 180 is 360, so I will cancel these two and this is get cancelled out. So theta is equal to 2x. Let's write what is theta. Theta is OAB is equal to 2 times of angle, theta is ABP. ABP is 2 times of angle OAB. This is proved. See, this question is much easier and we already know how to prove it faster. So this way, if this type of questions are there, always go for the proof questions instead of numbers, because proof we are 100% sure that you will get full marks. Okay, there will be no mistakes. Okay, let's solve the B part as well. In the given figure, PA is tangent to a circular center O such that OA is 10. OA, this one is 10. OA is 10. AB is 8. AB is 8. AB perpendicular to OP. Okay, so this is right angle. Find the length of PB. Okay, so for this we have to use similar triangles concepts to solve this. So before that, let's find out what is OB value. So I'll just write here. Okay, let's write it below itself. In triangle AOB, which is right angle triangle, so I can say the hypotenuse, which is OA square, is equal to OB square plus AB square. OA square is 100 is equal to OB, we don't know, let's write it as OB square. AB we have, which is 8 square, so I will get OB value is equal to root of 100 minus 64, which is 36, so which is 6. So I got the OB value as 6. Okay, so I have OB value, but we don't want OB value, they are asking PB value. So for this we have to take two similar triangles which are OBP, triangle OBP, and triangle, the big one, which is OAP. AOP. If I can, for triangles these two, I have one common angle, which is angle O. Angle O is equal to angle O, common angle, and angle APAO or OAP is equal to angle OBA 90 degrees. So if two angles are equal, then you can say both the triangles are similar. So therefore triangle OAP is similar to triangle OBA. Okay, let's confirm once again. O is fine. The 90 degrees OAP is equal to OBA. OAP is equal to OBA. That is also okay. See the order. Okay, fine. If this is correct, then definitely it will be fine. AOB is also 90 degrees. So let's cross check once. Angle O is okay. ABA, PA Okay, so we got the two triangles. If these two triangles are similar, let's mark it here so that we can use the corresponding ratios to get the right answer. So here I got OAP is similar to triangle OBA. Okay, so here angle OAP is 90 degrees and here angle OBA is 90 degrees. So let's mark out what they provided. OB 6, AB 8, OB 6, AB 8, and this we already know which is 10. So here also OA we have, which is 10 here. We want which side? We want this one. PB we want. PB we don't have, but here okay, OP I can find out. OP is here, yeah, this one. If I find out OP, then I can simply subtract to get AB value. So just write the similar triangle. So here I can write corresponding sides, which are 10 by 6 is equal to x by 10. So the x value is 100 by 6 or 50 by 3. So I got OP value as 50 by 3 centimeters. But we don't want OP, we want PB. So PB is equal to OP minus OB. OP I got it as 50 by 3. OB we already know, which is, we got how much? 6. OB value is 6. 50 by 3 minus 6. So 50 minus 30 by 3. So PB value we got the final answer as 20 by 3 or 6.66 centimeters. Therefore PB is equal to 20 by 3, which is 6.66 centimeters. Okay, let's move to the next one. So this way here the calculation is little complex, and when I can say when compared to this one. Here it is, we already know how to prove it faster. So here the time will be less and the confidence will be more. So if you are getting optional part A or B, always think properly and understand which is much easier and which answer we can much feel confident, so that you'll get full marks, then choose this particular option. Okay. So as I mentioned, currently I am following section C questions, and anyone has doubts with respect to section A or B, you can check my live section. There I have mentioned section A and B already. Those questions are done along with the answer keys as proper. So I'll just show you a recap how I have done section A and B. I'll not go in detail, but I'll just show the glance how I have explained in the previous videos. Okay, so section A I started with 1 MCQ. I have also marked the questions, triangles questions, each and every question with detail along with the concepts how I have solved, I have discussed there. Okay, so in this way section A I have completed, and then also mentioned the key as well. So if you are looking for key for section A, I don't want the answer, then you can just pause it here or take a screenshot so that you can check your answer key for section A. Same way I have done the section B questions yesterday. So these are section B questions one by one. Along with options A or B I also have done. And these are the answer key for section B questions. So if you are looking for only answers, I don't want the solution, you can directly take a screenshot of this slide and check your answers. Okay, and if you want the solution, you can check the previous video which I had done yesterday. Okay, so I'm moving to the section C, next question now. So 2 questions are done. I'm going to the 28th question now. See, determine the ratio in which the line 3x plus y minus 9 is equal to 0 divides the line segment joining the points. Okay, so we have a line which is joining 1 comma 3 and 2 comma 5, and we have another line which is 3x plus y minus 9 is equal to 0. This we are cutting at this some point. Let's mark it as x comma y. We want the ratio how it is divided. Okay, so for this we have to simply find x and y values first. So x value is mx2 minus nx1. mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n. So it is 2m plus n 1 into n by m plus n. Y value is 5m plus 3n by m plus n. Hope you understood how I wrote this. I just used the ratio formula. So the formula, I will write it again. So the formula is mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n, comma my2 plus ny1 by m plus n. I have used this formula to write this. Okay. So now what I am doing is I am substituting this x and y values in the equation which they have provided to get the m is to n value. Okay. So just substitute here. What is equation? 3x plus y is minus 9 is equal to 0. 3x plus y minus 9 is equal to 0. So let's first write the 9 value right side. Okay. Now 2m plus n by m plus n. 3 into 2m plus n by m plus n plus y value is 5m plus 3n. 5m plus 3n is equal to 9. So this becomes 6m plus 3n plus 5m plus 3n is equal to, and just multiplying 9 to the other side, so this becomes 9m plus 9. Now m values, so I'll just write it left side. 6 plus 5 is 11m minus 9n is equal to 9n minus 3 plus 3 is 6 minus 6n. So this becomes 2n is equal to 3n. 2m is equal to 3n. 2m is equal to 3n. So here I can just write as m by n is equal to 3 by 2. So the ratio how it is getting divided is 3 by 2, or 3:2 is the final answer. Okay. So if you want, you can also cross check whether this answer is correct, because these 2 points should satisfy this equation. Okay. So let's get the x and y values by taking m as 3 and y as 2. So x value I'll get as 2 into 3 plus 2 by 5, and y value is 5 into 3 plus 3 to 6 by 5. So this becomes 3 to 6, 6 plus 2 is 8 by 5, and 5 3 is 15, 15 plus 1 is 21 by 5. So the point is 8 by 5, 21 by 5. Let's substitute in the equation. The equation is 3x plus y. So this is verification, not in the original question. Okay. So this part I'm doing here. So 3 into 8 by 5 plus 21 by 5. 3 8 is 24. 24 plus 21 is nothing but 45. 45 by 5 is 9. So our equation and the values are correct. So the ratio answer is 3:2. Okay. Let's move to the next question. 29. So here we have a or b. So again I will show you which is much easier, a or b, and then we'll see how to solve this question. Okay. So a is sin theta plus cot theta is root 3. You have to prove tan theta plus cot theta equal to 1. Okay, that we can solve it. What is second one? Sin square plus secant square whole square is plus cos a plus cosecant a whole square is equal to 1 plus secant a cosecant a. Okay, so if I am in your place, I will choose this one when compared to the first one. Why? Because here I can simply use the first identity, which is sin square plus cos square is equal to 1. Then using that property I can solve this question. I'll definitely get this b part faster when compared to the a part, but still, as I mentioned, every time in your question you have to do only one, because only one will be considered for marking. Even though you consider both, the first which you answer will be considered for marking. So this way, for this type of questions, I am predicting you which is much easier, so that you can also write in your next exam, if you are attempting, to choose first which is easier, then go with the right option. Okay, now we are going to explain both, but you can also understand while I am solving this which is taking less time and why. Okay. So here we have sine theta plus cos theta is equal to root 3. So for this what you have to do is you have to squaring on both sides. So this step is important. Then this question also will become easy. Squaring on both sides. If I square it, what I will get? Sine square theta plus cos square theta plus 2 sine theta cos theta is equal to 3. So sine square plus cos square, using first derivative, this value is 1. So I will get 2 sine theta cos theta is equal to 3 minus 1. 3 minus 1 nothing but 2. So sine theta cos theta, I got the answer value as 2 by 2, which is 1. Keep it as 1. Okay, now let's see what they are asking. Tan theta plus cot theta. Tan theta plus cot theta. So this I can write it as sin theta by cos theta, and cot theta I can write it as cos theta by sin theta. So if I do LCM, I will get sin square theta plus cos square theta by sin theta cos theta. So sin square plus cos square, all know it is 1. What is sin theta cos theta? As from 1 I got the sin theta cos theta as 1. So both are 1 by 1, which is nothing but 1. Hence tan theta and cot theta, I got the proof as 1. Okay, so you might be seeing that this is also easier, but here I have done two tricks. First one, I have used sin theta plus cot theta squaring on both sides, and I found one relation sin theta cos theta equal to 1, and then I have applied in the second which they are asking, and I have proved that value is 1. Okay, similar, let's see how I am solving the B part. So here there is no need for squaring on both sides also. There is already mentioned squares. So just apply the formula, that is a plus b whole square, which is a square plus b square plus 2ab. So I will get sin square a plus secant square a plus 2 sin a secant a plus cos square a plus cosecant square a plus 2 cos a cosecant. Okay, so sin square a plus cos square a, I know the value as 1, plus secant square plus cosecant square a, I will write this as 1 by cos square a plus 1 by secant square a, sin square a, plus if I take 2 as common, I can write this as sin a by cos a plus cos a by sin, because cosecant is nothing but 1 by sin. Okay, so this if I take LCM, I will get 1 by sin square plus cos square a. So okay, for your convenience I will write this step as well. So this I will write it as sin a cos a whole square. Okay, so here also it will be same, it will be sin square a plus cos square a by cos a sin. Okay, now the last step, this will be 1 plus 1 by sin a cos a whole square plus 2 into 1 by sin a cos. Okay, now the last step, this is nothing but 1 plus secant a cosecant a whole square plus 2 into secant a cosecant a. So this is in the form of a1 square, a square plus b square plus 2ab. So this I can finally write easily as 1 plus secant a cosecant a whole square, which is nothing but RHS. Okay, so this can be you might feel it is 4-step question, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and you got the 5th answer, whereas here we have to square on both sides, get the value, and then again apply additions, get the LCM and the value. So here the steps are length, but I can understand the calculation is little smaller when compared to here, but here there is no need to do squaring on both sides, use identity and so on, but in A part you have to apply those two. Okay, I can't say these are much completely different, but yes, if I'm in plus, I definitely choose B part, because here I can simply use sines as 1 by cos, cos is 1 by sin and get the answer. Okay, but if you feel I want lesser, lengthier is also, but complexity should be small, then go for A option. Okay, let's see the 30th question. I think this is the last question for section A. Okay, one more, two questions. Fine. Let's solve 30th first. In the given figure, chord AB subtends an angle 120 degrees at the center of circle with radius 7. Find the perimeter of major sector OACB. OACB. Okay, this one, border major segment, and the area of shaded segment. Okay, if the area of triangle OAB. Okay, triangle area this is already provided. No need to find the area of triangle also. You can directly find the area of sector, subtract the area of triangle to get the area of shaded region. Okay, let's solve first part, which is we need to find the perimeter of major segment, sorry, major sector. To find what is the perimeter of sector, well, let's write it. Perimeter of sector, the formula is theta by 360 into 2 pi r. Not only 2 pi, this will only give me length of arc, but I want perimeter, means you have to add 2r as well. Okay, so what is the radius provided? Radius is provided is 7. So theta for major segment, so this theta now it will become 360 minus 120, which is 240 degrees. Okay, so perimeter of major segment they are asking. Here this point is important, they are asking perimeter for major segment. Okay, so theta I write it as 240 now. 240 by 360 into pi, they haven't mentioned to you, so I will simply use 22 by 7 into r square is 7 into 7. So it's not pi r square, I'm sorry, it is 2 pi r. Pi r square is for area. It is 2 into 22 by 7 into r, which is radius, plus 2r is again 2 into 7. Okay, so 12 2 is 12 3 is anything is cancelled, 7 7 gets cancelled, that's it. So this becomes 2 into 2 is 4, 4 into 22 is 88, 88 by 3 plus 14. So if I divide by 3, 3 2 is 6, 28, 3 9 is 27, and then 10, 3 3. So this I will get 14 plus 29 is 53.33 centimeters is the perimeter value. Okay, this is only A part. We have to find the second part as well, which is area of the shaded segment. Area of segment, first I'll write the formula, is area of sector minus area of triangle. Okay, so area of sector formula is theta by 3. So now here the theta is 120 only, because we know for the below segment, into pi r square, so which is 22 by 7 into r minus area of sector they have provided, sorry, triangle they have provided 21.2 centimeters square. So let's mark it. So 7 7 gets cancelled out, 12 1s 12 3s, so 7 2 is 14, 154 by 3, 154 by 3 minus 21.2. So 3 tables, 3 5s are 15, 3 1s 3, 10 again, so 51.33 minus 21.2. So we'll get the answer as 0.3151. It is 31.13 centimeters square, because it is the area of segment. Okay, I'll write it at the bottom. First step is perimeter. Perimeter of major segment is 53.33 centimeters, and area of it's not segment, first one is sector. So this is segment. We got it as 30.13 centimeter square. I'll change it to sector. Okay, so this point is important for your answer key. Perimeter of sector, we got it as 53.33 centimeters, and we got the area of segment as 30.13 centimeters. Let me draw it. Let me write it neatly. .33. Okay, so these two are done. Let's move to the last question from this section. Find two consecutive negative integers. The sum of squares is 481. Okay, so any two consecutive numbers is always x and x plus 1. So simply I have to use squares of these two, and when I have to get the later value, so it is x square plus x plus 1 whole square is equal to 481. So let's write, let x and x plus 1 are integers. Okay, so a plus b whole square formula, a square plus 2b square plus 2ab I will use 481. So 2x square plus 2x minus 480 is equal to 0, or x square plus x minus 240 is equal to 0. Let's write the factors of 240 to get the value as x. 240 is 1 into 240, 2 into 120, 3 into 80, 4 into 60, 6 into 40, 8 into 30, 10 into 24, 12 into 12 is 24, 14 ones, 15 table. Here between a 5 I have missed, so it is 5 into 5 4 is 25 which is 40. Okay, so 15 table to 40. Let's check where I am getting it. Ones 15 and then 90, 15 6 and 90. Okay, 15 into 16. So this is enough to get the value as x. So this I will write it as x square plus 16x minus 15x minus 240 is equal to 0. So this values I can get as x into x plus 16 minus x into x plus 16, 15 into x plus 16 is equal to 0. So I got the x values as 15 comma minus 16. So I will consider this value. Why? Because we want two consecutive negative integers. So therefore the two consecutive negative integers are two consecutive negative integers are minus 16 and minus 16 plus 1 is nothing but minus 50. These are the two consecutive negative integers whose addition, if I do, I'll get it as 480. You can also cross check. 16 square is 256 and 15 square is 225. So these two if I add, I'll get 18482. So same they have mentioned in the question. Sum of two consecutive negative squares should be equal to 481. So if you write 15 and 16, your answer is wrong, because they clearly mentioned in the question it should be two consecutive negative integers. and so two consecutive integers are minus 16 and minus 15. Okay, now I'll write all the answers as we had done in the previous videos. Answer key for section C 30/3/3. So the answers for 26, 27, 28, 29, 30 and 31. So let's write the answers. 26 is proof, so I directly write 26 as proof. 27th, also A part is proof, whereas B part the answer is 6.66. A is proof, B is 20/3 or 6.66 centimeters. Okay, so 28th question. This question is ratio. We got the ratio as 3:2. Okay, 29th. As again proof question. Okay, and write it as proof. 30th question. 50.33 and 30.13. This is proof. 53.33, 30.13. And the last question we just got the answer, which is minus 16 comma minus 15. Okay, so if you want to check the answers for your answers by answer key. So this is answer key for section C, 30/3/1. For 26th is proof, and here 27 we have A or B option, which is first is proof and second is this one. 28th question, the answer is 3:2, and 29th we have A is also proof and B is also proof. So I'm just not writing the details, but if you want the solution, you can check how I have solved by just scrolling left side. And 30th question, we have a perimeter and an area. Perimeter is 53.33 centimeters and area is 30.13 centimeters square of area of sector. And the last one, that is to find two consecutive negative integers. The sum of squares is equal to 481. The answer is this one, which is minus 16 comma minus 15. Okay, so I'm just mentioned again that I have completed already section A and B questions. So this is the answer key for section B. If you want, you can take a screenshot. In the same way, this is the answer key for section A. Okay, so thanks for watching this video. If you have any doubts and if you want the answers for any other sets questions, kindly mention the question in the post or the community section of my channel, because that I have enabled to post by anyone, but only condition is they have to be my subscriber, because this is only condition from the YouTube, not from me. Okay, so thanks for watching. So in the next video we will be covering the solution of section D. So two more sections are remaining, section D and section E. Section D is 5 marks questions, and section E we already know, which is the case study questions. That I will cover mostly day after tomorrow. I'll try to complete section E as well, but tomorrow I will target to complete section D questions, and mostly I will have try to have the live session in the morning around 8 or something. Okay, so before that, so tomorrow everyone has their English exam, so all the best for your English exam. Okay, so from this, whichever is related to like exam questions related to poems or stories, those will be coming directly, so there will be not be much. Whereas for grammar, you can expect little tricky questions, so make sure to practice your grammar as well. Okay, don't think about maths or the other exam. If you are optional science, general science type of exams if you're writing, then don't think about that. That is whatever you have written, it is done, and on it we cannot do anything on it. Okay, so if it is proper, then well and good. If not also, it's okay, because here we have a second option to rewrite the exam to improve your marks. Okay, so make sure to focus on your next paper, which is English. Tomorrow do well, and science we have from time to get revision, so then you'll focus on the science exam from tomorrow. Anyway, I will be showing the section D and section E. I'll try to complete tomorrow, day after tomorrow mostly, and then you guys can start preparation of your science. So for science, so many videos I have in my channel: electricity type of chapter, biological questions, chemistry chapters I have covered in detail. So if you want to revision those also you can check in my long videos, shorts, or the live section. There you will find those topics. Okay, so first of all, just focus on your English exam and do well, because you guys are rockstars. All the best.